Good Monday morning, everybody. Today's October 12th, 2020. It's day 40 of the school year. And this day is there's two things I'm going to talk to you about today. It's Indigenous People Day and it's Columbus Day. Now, with Indigenous People Day, we're celebrating and looking at the people that lived here where the United States is long before anybody thought they had discovered it from Europe. And then when it was first discovered publicly from Europe, it was Christopher Columbus who came over and went back and said, there's a whole new place where there's people and there's land and trees and plants that we've never, and animals we've never seen before. And he went back to Europe. And then that's when a lot of more people started coming over on boats, like the Mayflower with the Pilgrims and all those folks. And so that's why Columbus Day is celebrated, because that's when the European people discovered America. But the indigenous people had lived here many, many years before that. So we kind of celebrate both of them together, because it's not like he discovered a brand new land that had never been lived on before. It's just they didn't know about it in Europe. So I'm going to share my screen and go over some of the things with our morning meeting. Okay, so I've got myself over here with some of my woodland friends, since we're kind of celebrating and looking at trees and all the seasons. And these animals are real busy at this time of year getting ready for the long, cold winter. And everything is pretty much the same. The only thing I want to mention on here is with building the coins. Remember at the beginning of the year, I asked that you make that number of the day using the least amount of coins possible. That means start with the highest value coin and use as many of those as you can, and then work your way down to the lower values. Some of you are going to start just doing all your dimes and all your pennies, and that's going back to what you needed to do in first grade, with just showing any amount. But with this, in second grade, we go one step further, and you need to show it with the least amount of coins, because I'm grading you on everything that you do on this every day, and it adds up for what I need to put on report cards, with how you do with base 10 blocks, how you do with money, how you do with the time, and how you do with your daily oral language, all those things, and how you do with the calendar. I grade you on all those things. Okay, so the time's staying the same. Now we're not having daily oral language, because this week is the end of our grading period, and we want to see how much you have grown in your reading. So remember, at the beginning of the year, you took a STAR test. It's very similar. It's basically the same thing again, where you get like sentences and you have to fill in the missing word, and you can't get any help on it, because we need to know what you know without any help. So I'm going to read through this so you'll know, and I've got it kind of in steps. See how it's like upside down steps? So it is the beginning of a new grading period, really actually at the end of this week, but we need to get this done before it happens. We need to see how much you have grown in your reading. You will go to Mountain View website and take a STAR test. So you go to Mountain View, students, and then find STAR test. Do your best work, and most important, you do this with no help. The test part, getting to this, you do have to have a parent to help you get to STAR test. But once you start problem number 1, you need to do it all on your own, okay? We need to know what you know on your own. Now remember that it gets harder as it goes until it finds exactly where you are. So don't panic if you don't know something. Just make your best guess and go on. So, because this is made for kids that go all the way to 12th grade with their reading. And so it's going to get to a point that it's going to have some tough things on it. Just do your best guess, and then when it realizes the test says, oh, we've hit where exactly they need to be, it'll stop. But it will give some tough ones to find out where that place is. So don't think that you're doing a bad job, because this is made to go all the way to 12th grade. Okay? Now, the reason that I said parents need to be here is because I've got a little parent info box. And on there, they need to know that you're, and I'm going to read it to you so you know parent what they have to do. It says, please don't help except for getting on the test itself. And I also tell them to go to the Mountain View site, click on Students, Star Test, and then it's the same login info as when you're taking AR tests. And then the monitor login. This is what the parents need to do. This is their monitor login. That's the only thing. It's basically looking the same thing like it is when you go take an AR test until you get to the monitor login. And that's where the parents need to be and help that. After they've done that part, it should come up for the test, and then you need to do the rest of it on your own, okay? So we need to get this done so that we can see how much you've grown. And also, it lets us know what reading book ranges you can check out from the library, okay? And if some of you not been going on to Destiny on the website with Miss Dixon and letting her know you can go. There's 3 days a week you can go and you can pick up books and turn them in. And you can get all kinds of books just as it like you were if you were at school. You just have to come by school to pick them up. All right, so just wanted to let you all know this and see this, and let me go to the next page. Oh, I don't have it on here. I'll have it on here when you come back, where it talks about the Indigenous Peoples Day and the Columbus Day. All right, have a great Monday, and you will do great on that STAR test because I am proud of how all you have been working and learning these past 9 weeks. Have a great, marvelous Monday.